If you think a POS lady only counts cash, think again. If you live in Nigeria, you don't ask for the nearest ATM. You ask where the nearest POS lady is. She is faster, smarter, and more observant than most men with PhDs. One evening, 25 million naira enters the account of a small spare parts dealer. He withdraws nervously, sweaty, keeps looking around, and Amaka notices, because POS ladies notice everything. A black Prado parks across her kiosk, 2 men inside. They're observing, not buying recharge, watching her. In Lagos, when a Prado watches you, it's not admiration, it's calculation. The next morning, one of the men approaches, soft smile, expensive watch. You're efficient. We have work for you. Simple, observing, reporting, commission-based. Amaka doesn't know it yet. She's stepping into the deep end. Amaka observes. She flags unusual cash patterns, transfers, withdrawals, names, locations. She doesn't commit crime. She collects intelligence, and the criminals do the rest. The spare parts dealer disappears 2 days later. Ransom, 20 million naira. Amaka realizes her information is more lethal than guns. A journalist, curious, connects the dots. Every kidnapping traces back to the same kiosk. Every alert Amaka observed. She never physically touched a criminal, but she is now the fulcrum. Police question her. She plays innocent. Technically, she's clean. In Nigeria, technically clean is all you need. The journalist digs deeper. Amaka's company, registered months before the first offer. She orchestrated everything. She recruited the criminals. The kidnappings, carefully curated. The ransoms, profitable. She is the puppet master. You set this up. I observed. I strategized. I survived. You can call it whatever you want. New alerts come in. 40 million naira credited. A new customer. She smiles. The public never suspects. Information flows like water, and she is the dam controlling it. The journalist publishes his story. Front page, bold headline. The POS lady who runs Lagos. Impressive writing. One small problem. No evidence. In Nigeria, accusation without proof isn't journalism. It's entertainment. Amaka reads the article over breakfast. She doesn't flinch. She clips it out and pins it to her kiosk wall. Free advertising. Within 3 months, Amaka has POS agents in Abuja and Port Harcourt. Different women, same yellow umbrella, same system. She doesn't recruit criminals anymore. She recruits observers, hairdressers, fuel attendants, mama put owners, people who see everything but are never seen. An invisible empire built on the most dangerous currency in the world, information. Then, the EFCC sends Inspector Danladi, calm, methodical, doesn't wear flashy watches or drive a Prado. He takes the bus. He eats amala from the roadside, and he starts asking questions, not about Amaka, but about everyone around her. In Lagos, the most dangerous investigator isn't the one chasing you. It's the one circling your friends. Meanwhile, a rival syndicate surfaces in Port Harcourt. They don't negotiate. They don't observe. They simply take. 2 of Amaka's agents go silent in the same week. No ransom demand. No phone call. Just silence. And in this business, silence is louder than gunshots. Her most trusted agent, Bola from Abuja, makes a call she shouldn't. Inspector Danladi's number appears on Bola's phone log 3 times in one day. Amaka doesn't confront her. She doesn't need to. She simply stops sending Bola real information and starts sending fabricated patterns. If Danladi wants data, she'll give him data, just not the right kind. Danladi follows the false trail straight into the Port Harcourt syndicate. He raids their warehouse, expecting Amaka's records. Instead, he finds 60 million naira in counterfeit currency and 3 stolen vehicles. The syndicate thinks Amaka sold them out. Danladi thinks he's been played. Both are correct. She eliminated her rival and discredited her investigator in one move. Chess, not checkers, but Amaka makes a mistake. A single transfer, routed through her personal account, instead of a proxy. Danladi catches it. He shows up at her kiosk. No backup, no warrant, just a printed bank statement and a question. How does a POS operator move 80 million naira in 6 months? She looks at him, pauses, then slides her phone across the counter, showing a registered fintech license. I don't operate a kiosk, inspector. I operate a company. And my lawyers are more expensive than your salary. 6 months later, the yellow umbrella is gone from the street corner. In its place, a sleek office on Victoria Island. Glass walls, air conditioning, a brass nameplate that reads Ola Digital Finance. But if you look closely, in the corner of her office, folded neatly on a shelf behind her desk, the yellow umbrella. She never throws anything away, especially not the things that made her. People ask me how a woman from Mushin built a financial empire without a degree, without connections, without permission. And I tell them, she had something better. She had patience, she had pattern recognition, and she understood one thing, that bankers, politicians, and investigators never will. The person who controls information doesn't need power. They are the power. Amaka didn't break the system. She became the system. And the system doesn't even know it yet. People think poverty makes you desperate. Sometimes it makes you strategic. Banks collect data. Governments collect data. But the woman under the yellow umbrella, she sees everything. In Lagos, money doesn't disappear randomly. It follows patterns. And I simply followed the pattern first. They gave me an umbrella to keep off the rain. I used it to build a kingdom. Next time you pass a POS kiosk, look a little closer. You never know who's watching.